Wake up, wake up, wake up. I'm sorry I didn't get the notifications out that I was starting early today. Y'all know I got court today. I feel bad I didn't get the notifications out, but we had mine been everywhere. Everybody's doing good. Situation at home is doing well that everybody was concerned about. So I've been dealing with that, but everything is on the upswing. We're doing well. So let's get into this. Sorry for y'all who waiting for the 8:30 time, but I got court at 9:30, so I had to start early, so we wanted to cut the show short. So good morning, Don. Yes, thank you, Don. Court appointment, court today. Diddy mad, and they saying Diddy might be going broke. We're gonna talk about that. Talk about why Diddy upset with his legal team. Come on in, y'all. I apologize to anybody. Yeah, we got court today, y'all. So I had to start early because I didn't want to cut the show short. So in order not to cut the show short, I had to start at 8 o'clock today. Dawn got the first like in. Make sure you like as you coming in. I hate that I wasn't able or forgot to notify everybody about the 8:30 start time. But mine been everywhere. But everything's looking up and on the up and up, looking good. And I'm feeling good about that. This old ass court date I got today. Before we get into the Diddy mess, this whole fucking court day I got, it's some old ass housing violation shit. Like, didn't cut the grass on time, didn't repair a gutter on time, shit like that. And this shit been going on for 6 years. I hope they just give me a fine today and cancel it. Like, this shit has been going on way too fucking long. Like, give me a fine and get the hell out of the way. Yeah, hey, good morning, Melissa. We starting early today because, of course, y'all know I got court. So good morning to the Flow Show. This is Taco Tuesday. If you listening to me on Apple and Spotify or any of the other major platforms, make sure if you're walking your dog, keep your head on a swivel, scoop the poop. For all my Uber, Lyft drivers, and different people who drive while they listen, make sure you got your seatbelt on and paying close attention. Give me a few tacos today, but yeah, y'all, I had court today. So I said, let me start this episode early so we don't have to end it early. Court is at 9:30. I wish I could go live in the court. I wish I could go live in the court for real. But they have rules, and we must abide by those rules. But I hope everybody else kind of sees the notifications and see they're gonna come in here at 8:30. Like, when did y'all start? Be like, we had to start early. Remember, it's court today. Court at 9:30. So Diddy is pissed. Well, what could little itty bitty mohawk Diddy be pissed about? Thanks, Melissa. Melissa says she's messaging some of the girls. I appreciate you, Melissa. You missed me yesterday, Mel Mac? Oh, yeah. Yesterday was my off day. Banks closed, flow closed. Because in my businesses outside of social media, they basically center around banks. So if the banks are closed, like holidays, that's why I say weekends or holidays, I'm off. If the banks are closed, which is normally weekends or holidays, that's when I typically close because then I'm able to get a break. So y'all know the day oneers know only time if you don't see flow is probably a holiday or a weekend. That's the only days you're gonna not see me up on here. I forgot it was a holiday. Yep, Mel. Yep. You gotta remember if you don't see me, it's a holiday or it's a weekend or something has terribly gone wrong. Those are only 3 times you ain't gonna see me on here Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. sharp. Yeah, I don't celebrate Columbus Day. I just take my off days when I'm able to have an off day. Columbus is definitely the most uh meaningless, uh I'll just say untruthful holiday. No, he sure didn't. He sure didn't. I agree with you on that, Melissa. So why is Diddy mad? Diddy is mad because he felt like he was lied to. He felt like he was lied to by his legal team. They've been drained. I told y'all they've been draining his fucking pockets. They have been draining Diddy's pockets from the beginning. And it is now leaking out. But it is now leaking out that he feels like he was lied to. He felt like his legal team lied to him when he said he would be getting time served. Well, as we all found out, he got a little more than time served, and he's pissed. Also, via I believe Tisa Tales, this is some information Tisa Tales dropped, not me, so I'm not sure, but I believe she said something about not only was it not one speaking engagement that Diddy had, but this motherfucker had the nerve to have a whole tour booked. Diddy had a whole entire tour book. That literally was a smack in the face to the judge, to the system, but the judge for sure. Basically saying, I know what you about to give me time served. I got business arrangements, I got tours, I got speaking engagement. Yeah, it's a lot of speaking to somebody in the chat. There are several lawsuits coming down, and so what I've been doing is I've been doing a little research because some of them, don't have much merit, but of course some of them do. So I've been trying to weave in between which ones will have them and which ones won't. Which one will have merit, which one won't. Mel said he's gonna claim ineffective counsel. Hey, what's up, Steph? Yeah, everybody coming in now. I apologize. I had to come on early today because if y'all remember, I got court today. So court starts at 9:30. So I didn't want to have to end the show early. So I said, you know what? We just got to start a half hour early so that I could make it to court. Can't wait to get this shit over with. Like I said, it's some fucking housing violations, bullshit from 6-7 years ago. They doing way too much. This needs to be over today, once and for all. Leave me alone. Cleveland Heights Court, y'all are the fucking worst. Y'all are the fucking worst. No coffee today either because I had to start early. So I didn't have time to go get coffee. Court has just fucked up all kind of shit today. But it's okay. So it's a combination. It's hard to believe somebody like with Diddy's money could be short on money, but they're saying the money getting short. Not here yet. It didn't get here yet. It was supposed to be here yesterday, but I don't know, maybe because of the holiday, it's back a day. So it'll probably come today. So let's look out for it. Hopefully tomorrow I'll be able to debut it. Melissa says, I don't think you're ready for this Yeti. No, the Yeti getting unveiled tomorrow. Like I said, I think the holiday pushed it back a little bit though. Lily in here, yeah, Lily. I know I got court today, so I know it's throwing some people off that we kind of already started. But I wanted to make sure that this episode didn't get cut short. So that's why we are here a little early because Flo has court. So Diddy is upset. Not just he was counting money. He actually, if we are to believe what these sources saying about Diddy's money problems, I ain't looking in his bank account, so I can't say for sure. But I'm just telling you what people are saying and what word on the street is. Diddy was counting on that tour money and going around speaking engagements and counting on being able to make money again. Because, of course, he's been spending a lot of money being locked up, but he's been spending a lot of money. His kids are spending a lot of money. So it's like Diddy was counting on being able to make money because he's been losing a lot of money. So when you are told you are going to be getting time served, which means you'll be able to go out, earn some money, earn a living, make some of your money back. That's what he was thinking. But then when Diddy came back to court and the judge said, you're going to have to kick rocks with no flip-flops, with no socks inside of the penitentiary, they say Diddy lost it. They say Diddy was cussing out everybody, has been cussing out everybody, mainly his defense team. He's finally getting to the point where he realized they draining you, bro. They draining you. They knew you wasn't coming home with no time served. But if it's a way to get all the money, get all the motions, file the motions, get paid, they're not going to say no to that. They're not going to say no to that. They're going to say, oh, you want to file this stupid ass motion? Come on, let's file this stupid ass motion. You want to file for an acquittal? You want to file for all these things they cost? But they saying with all the money that the kids are spending, all his legal fees, and so much of the money that he used to be able to make that he's not making anymore because of all this drama and essays and sexual assault, they're like, Diddy pocket's getting skinny. Like I said, it's hard to believe somebody that got billions, but one thing about a person who's had billions or like heavy assets, $50 million, house, all type of shit, it costs a lot to keep that up. It costs a lot to keep that up, especially, we're going to get back to this, but especially when you have OnlyFans models coming out saying that you deserve life because they have been at one of your parties. This is a new somebody else coming out and speaking out. Some OnlyFans model said Diddy deserves she said Diddy deserves life. I said, damn, why is she saying that? Well, she says that Diddy has some crazy shit going on at one of the parties she was at. She said she was 18. So she was of age, but she was literally 18. So She was a little young, but she was of age. So we can't say she wasn't. Uh, so let's get into this, man. She said, OnlyFans model, this is from OK. OnlyFans model declares Sean Diddy Combs deserved life after attending his party at the age of 18. And I quote, she says it was pretty disgusting. See, these lawsuits are not stopping. These lawsuits are not stopping. Uh, so this is the only fan model says she attended Itty Bitty Diddy's infamous parties at the age of 18 and feels like he deserves more time. Content creator Jeannie Exum came clean about attending a gathering hosted by by Diddy, the imprisoned rapper, when she was 18 years old, while speaking to the Hollywood Fix in Beverly Hills. During the chat, Jeannie admitted she wasn't satisfied with the 50-month prison sentence. She said he deserved more, and this is why. She was surprised by Combs coming up in conversation after being asked about her OnlyFans success and skyrocketing social media stardom. I feel great. It's been awesome. Actually, a lot of partying, a lot of shopping. The 26-year-old influencer bragged before being caught off guard by a question about Itty Bitty Diddy. In response to curiosity about whether she ever attended one of Combs' infamous gatherings, Exum replied, I never thought anyone was going to ask me, but actually, yes, I did attend. Now, wow, Exum couldn't share too many details. Guess why she couldn't share too many details? NDAs. NDAs. No show on holidays and weekends. If the bank closed, I'm closed. That's how I get my off days and don't burn myself out. I make sure I take all the holidays and weekends for sure. But if it's not a holiday or a weekend, my ass will be right here reporting and journalizing the fucking news all day long. Good to see you, Desi. Like the profile pic too. I'm glad to see everybody coming with their profile pics. I'm proud. But the OnlyFans model couldn't share too many details, which she got a non-disclosure agreement. Uh, uh, what we've heard many times before about these little shady NDAs that Diddy be having people signing. But we starting to find out those NDAs is what keeps a lot of information being tucked. Because as we know, you can't spill the beans unless it turns criminal if once you sign an NDA. So just like from this example, she can't say much. It says, while Jeannie couldn't share too many details due to a non-disclosure agreement, she admittedly signed the OnlyFans model. I wasn't even there long enough to say a lot. Jeannie, who was 18 at the time, said she went to Combs' party. She was invited through a friend of a friend online and insinuated she was unaware of the notorious type of event she agreed to attend beforehand. So this party was nasty as fuck, y'all, according to her. Remember, the judge said about Diddy, you abused victims physically, emotionally, and psychologically. Judge Subramanian declared during the nearly 6-hour hearing. Why did it happen for so long? Because you had the power and resources to keep it going, and because you didn't get caught. A meaningful sentence is needed to protect the public from further crimes. Judge Subramanian was serving Diddy with that, but she says all type of nasty shit went on, and this is why we get lawsuit after lawsuit after lawsuit. Thank you, Enoch. Yeah, I talked about it. That's why I'm on early today. Thank you for all the reminders of court. Court starts at 9:30. So I figured I would come on a half hour earlier so I could get off the show, be done with the show at 9 o'clock, throw my clothes on, and head to court and be there at 9:30. Court is only like 5 minutes away from me, maybe 10 minutes. No, not even 10 minutes. Like 5 to 7 minutes is how far court is away from me. So I don't have far to go. But yeah, thank you for the reminder, Enoch, and thank you for everybody who reminded me and not let me miss court, because you know they're gonna be on my ass. Melissa said those NDAs are just a scare tactic so that nobody tells any secrets. Yeah. But one thing about it, once it becomes once those what are they called? NDAs, once the event or whatever becomes criminal, then all hell breaks loose. And that's what he found out. Those NDAs ain't worth the paper they wrote on or printed on if something becomes criminal. Now, talking about his time, they're saying Diddy eyes easy time at Fort Dix prison, but he's not allowed to go there. But somebody said no matter where Diddy go, he has to be careful with the violence and gangs. And remember, I don't know if Diddy was just lying or trying to get sympathy, but if you remember, Diddy said they were threatening his life in there. Legal team requests Fort Dix facility, but remember, he's not going to get that. He's not getting Fort Dix. But wherever he's going, they're saying it's the gang violence, and they're going to be on Diddy's ass. So you got inmates coming out saying Diddy better be careful about the gangs and violence. Why he trying to pick where he's going? He can't really run from that. So he didn't get the easy place. I'm anxious to see where the hell this judge decides to take Diddy. They have Diddy said they want therapy. 12 months would have him ultimately released in February 27, give or take, in the event that he successfully completed the program, that he receives a maximum of 12 months off. So this place that he wanted to go to, Fort Dix, supposedly had some type of program where he could get a whole nother year off of his sentence. So There was a lot of reasons he wanted to go to Fort Dix, but that judge said, hell fucking no. I see why Diddy mad. And you got to think, and Diddy didn't get to go. He didn't get to go where he wanted to go. He didn't even get to fucking pick the judge. He didn't even pick the place he wanted to go. This is weird. So let's see. We got some more lawsuits. I told you Diddy lawsuits are dropping like flies. Every time you look around, it's a new lawsuit. Now this is nasty. Now, have y'all heard Rihanna's ex-publicist, Jonathan Hay? He has been saying all kind of explosive stuff. This guy has saying Diddy graped his mouth. Now, this is Rihanna's ex-publicist. He has said all kind of controversial stuff. But now he talks about a story. He was on YouTube. His name is Jonathan Hay. And he said Diddy graped his mouth. It's like these stories ain't gonna never stop. These stories ain't gonna never stop. And I don't know if, this person, he's been in the loop for a long time. So I can't specifically say he's just making it up because he has been around, but I don't know. But it's just crazy that these stories, now you got this ex-publicist or ex-publicist for Rihanna talking about Diddy forced his Diddy in his mouth. Man, I don't know what to say about Diddy, man. I just know there's another case coming for sure. It's just too many. It's too much smoke for it not to be any fire. You got people saying Diddy brutally assaulted. This is Rihanna's ex-publicist. You got people coming out saying Diddy deserves life. She said, "I've been a victim." This is what the OnlyFans model says. And I quote, "I've been a victim. I've been a victim before. He deserves life. Life, death, disgusting. I signed an NDA, so I can't really say anything, but I will tell you that man definitely deserves more than 4 years in prison. That's for sure." They on his back. This ex-publicist says Diddy graped him, said he did the same thing to Little Rod, and that he has done the same things to others. We need justice, man. It's just what it is. We need justice. This is crazy. And people are gonna be surprised when Diddy gets another catches another case with people like this coming out saying that Diddy has destroyed them. They got another in the matter of Gardner versus Combs. Oral arguments before Judge Leo M. Gordon are set for November 17th at 9:30 a.m. at the U.S. Court of International Trade. Sitting by designation for the U.S. District Court for the District of New Jersey. This is Lisa Gardner. So what is going on with that case, Lisa Gardner? What we got going on with the Lisa Gardner case in Diddy? Tell you, it's so many, man. They dropping like one after another. So Lisa Gardner, this is the one that's popping off November 17th. I put up an old article so to bring us abreast of what's going on. It's from People Magazine. Sean Diddy Combs' accuser files amended complaint, says she was a 16-year-old minor during alleged 1990 rape. 1990, that means Diddy would have been about 22, 23, 22 years old. Lisa Gardner initially filed suit against the music mogul and Aaron Hall in November 2023. So now this case with Diddy and Aaron Hall is becoming serious. Now, if you remember, Aaron Hall is the old back in the day singer who R. Kelly took his shine. What's up, C Tuck? You know I got court today, C Tuck. Everybody say what's up and good morning to C Tuck. I got court today, C Tuck, so we had to start the show a half hour early so I can make it to court. Court is at 9:30. So TC Tuck says good morning, Flo and crew. Make sure y'all like the live as y'all enter, please, and thank you in advance. So yeah, so this is the one with Aaron Hall, the one R. Kelly basically took Aaron Hall's whole career. Like once R. Kelly came, nobody gave a fuck about Aaron Hall anymore. But that's music history. We talking about trifling man history right now. So y'all know this one is so serious. Man, y'all better be careful because check this out. Aaron Hall has fucking disappeared ever since this lawsuit dropped. Aaron Hall has virtually disappeared. Disappeared from the whole earth. We don't know where he is. But if you remember, we reported a story of where Aaron Hall said that him and Diddy, he said other celebrities, but he said namely, he always was fucking with females and they were having sex in front of Diddy, and this is what they got on. He said in an interview, he said, you can ask Puffy, talking about Diddy. He said, it was some other names. He said, you can ask everybody. This how we get down. This how I get down, basically. So the fact that this lawsuit with this minor concerning Aaron Hall and Diddy, the fact that it's coming up, and the fact that Aaron Hall has disappeared, something going on. And now they saying that they about to start November 17th. Let's continue on what happened. So this woman, and this lawsuit is coming together November 17th. So this woman who accused Sean Diddy Combs and his friend Aaron Hall, of rape in a November lawsuit has filed an amended complaint, which reveals she was a 16-year-old minor when the alleged assault occurred. Lisa Gardner filed her amended complaint on Tuesday, which is a while ago. This is a long time ago. I mean, this is months ago. It says the assault took place when she was around 17 years old. Now, Gardner had previously alleged in November that Combs and Hall took turns raping her and a friend after meeting them at an event at MCA Records, New York office. This is another case of a minor, and if I remember correctly, cases with minors have no statute of limitation. I repeat, Aaron Hall has disappeared from Earth after this lawsuit came about. We don't know where the fuck Aaron Hall is. We don't know where the hell Aaron Hall is. Okay, while the original complaint said Gardner was coerced into having sex with Combs, the amended version says she was physically forced into having sex with Combs against her will. And that because she was a minor, she was not able to consent to drinking the alcohol allegedly given to her by the other two men. So if this is true, Diddy and Aaron Hall are up Schitt's Creek without a paddle. If this is true. Not only was she a minor, but you also forced alcohol on her. They better hope that this does not turn criminal. But this is cranking up November 17th. And once they get into discovery and pulling out more evidence and more witnesses, this one, along with that other minor, you could call me crazy, but I think they are trying to pin Diddy with one of these minors. I think they really are trying. I feel like they really are trying to get Diddy with one of these minors. I think they saying fuck that. We going for the jugular now. Because this is the second minor, and it might be three. But I know this is the second minor case that is getting legs. You know, we got the other one with involving Harve Pierre and the young lady where we got the picture of her sitting on Diddy's lap in the studio. I believe it was Daddy's house. I can't remember. But we got that minor. And then we got this one. These dudes gave her drinks. And according to her, forced themselves on her. Now, at the time Combs assaulted Miss Gardner, she recalls feeling the side effects of the alcohol, is what the complaint says. She recalls Combs mounting her and forcing up her skirt, pulling her underwear to the side and forcefully penetrating her. Now, as included in the original complaint, Gardner alleges that afterwards, as she got dressed, Hall barged into the room, pinned her down, and forced her to have sex with him. This is Aaron Hall crazy ass. Aaron Hall all but told on himself on plenty of viral clips that were on. I think he was on, was it The Breakfast Club? Or he was on one of these shows, and he was talking about all this freaky shit he into and what he do to the women and what him and Puffy have done to women in front of each other. And once this lawsuit came out, Aaron kicked rocks with no socks, flip-flops on. I ain't seen him since. If y'all have heard where Aaron Hall has been hiding, let me know in the chat. But other than that, I haven't seen Aaron Hall. Aaron Hall is basically making him and Diddy look guilty as hell. Now, check this out. When Aaron Hall crazy ass barged into the room, He pinned her down and forced her to have sex with him. Then the suit also claims that Combs turned violent days after the assault and allegedly assaulted and choked Gardner until she passed out. Man, oh man, this better not be true, Mr. Dittler. Because one of these minor, the feds get a hold of one of these minor cases, or even both of these minor cases, you can cancel Christmas. You choking them till they pass out, giving them liquor, and they minors. Sheesh. A representative from Combs could not be reached for comment, though Combs previously denied Gardner's claims in a statement. These are fabricated claims, falsely alleging misconduct from over 30 years ago and filed at the last minute. This is nothing but a money grab. And this money grab is only because Mr. Combs' fame and success. He is an easy target for anonymous accusers who lie without conscience or consequence. And they do this for financial benefit. This is what a spokesperson for Diddy said. The New York legislature surely did not intend or expect the Adult Survivors Act to be exploited by scammers. The public should be skeptical and not rush to accept these bogus allegations. The amended complaint, in which Gardner also recalls being in immense pain vaginally, also included a transcript of a recent interview Hall did with Vlad TV. And this is where it was confirmed that Combs has in the past been present in a room while he's had sex. And ladies and gentlemen, this is where the problem is. See, Aaron Hall, by saying that he has, let's say, smashed women or whatever, I can't think of a word that YouTube won't have a problem with, but Aaron Hall has said that he has had sex with women in front of Diddy, and they basically implied that he did it all the time. And so now that we have this case pending, and now he has disappeared. Isn't that a coincidence? Isn't that a coincidence? That's a strong coincidence. So, y'all are in if y'all miss the live chat, which is normally at 8:30 a.m. Today we started a little earlier. The live chat is going crazy right now. If you listen to this show, Apple and Spotify, I would encourage you, if you ever have time at 8:30 in the morning and you want to see some of the funniest, livest chat banter going on, you got to come in and pop in on the show. You know, we love our Apple and Spotify family. And we would love every now and then if you would pop in on us for the live show, because they are in the chat. They're in rare form today. The chat is in rare form. Andre is getting cooked. There's a guy named Andre in the chat, y'all. He's getting cooked, fried, baked, flame broiled, Benihana, deep fried, air fried, all the above. And then here go Toon saying, hold my beer. He wants some. Andre, Toon wants some of what Andre's having this morning. But yeah, y'all. So definitely check us out. We appreciate y'all and keep the 5 stars going on Apple and Spotify. Shout out to Buzzsprout member today, Ashley. She became a new member today. She did a $5 donation. Thank you, Ashley. The Buzzsprout, uh, the Buzzsprout, what does it call it? The Buzzsprout link is in the description. If you're listening to this on your phone, then check it out. It's in the description notes. The Buzzsprout link if you want to support the show. Keep the lights on like Ashley. I will shout you out if you want your shout out. Become a Buzzsprout member. I just put it on the thing. I'm gonna put it on the screen. Tom and Andre, I don't know if you have your membership, but go ahead and extend it. And then I'm also about to find out where, when y'all join, how the hell do y'all? Okay, so how do I give y'all this join? Okay, let's see. So the best way to do it is go to join next to you'll see you'll see join. You'll see my name down here. Then you'll see join and you'll see subscribe. You want to support the show, click join. You'll be on our Wednesday subscriber only, members only episode, which was also on the subscriber only content on Apple and Spotify. So definitely check us out. I put it on there, Buzzsprout. But y'all, is Diddy gonna fire somebody in a minute? I feel like I feel like Diddy's legal team is about to get cut down. I feel like they're gonna be making some cuts because he's starting to complain about money. And also complaining that he was supposed to be out. And when you got people like Miss Gardner, Lisa, the minor, who is claiming that Diddy did something creepy, in the complaint, Gardner says her life has been overwhelmed by depression, post-traumatic stress disorder, and strained relationships with men, all behind fooling with Mohawk, itty bitty Diddy the Diddler. There's also testimony from a friend who recalled Gardner telling her the details of the assault back in 2019, as well as a letter from a former therapist who says Gardner told her in 2014 she'd been raped by 2 men in New York at age 16. Diddy, we got therapists entering the chat now, motherfucker. This shit getting real. This is getting real. This therapist is going to say under oath that Miss Gardner told her in 2014 she had been raped by 2 men in New York at the age of 16. Now, were these 2 men Diddy and Aaron Hall? That's what this court trying to find out. But as of right now, this lawsuit is moving clean forward. And with it having something to do with a minor, this could get real quick. So let's see when exactly. I believe it, like I said, it's November 17th. Diddy, mark that on your fucking calendar. And it ain't about no damn housing violations like my court case. We going in court today talk about chip paint and gutters being replaced. This shit is some disgusting minor shit, Diddy. Mark this in your calendar. November, I think they said November 17th, I believe, is when all hell breaks loose on this case. Yep. Oral arguments will be heard before Judge Leo M. Gordon. They are set for November 17th at 9:30 a.m. at the U.S. Court of International Trade in the U.S. District Court of the District of New Jersey in the One Federal Plaza. Lisa Gardner versus Sean Combs, Aaron Hall. Damn, Devontae Swain. They got Jodeci in this motherfucker. Universal Music Group. And some John Does and Jane Does. This is a serious case. You got Jodeci on this motherfucker. Devontae Swain. What they saying Devontae did? Was he just a witness? Was Devontae just a witness, or did he do some shit? But this is not going to be this is not a nothing burger. This is not. I'm not talking about a nothing burger. This is seriously, and this is serious. And the fact that this cranks off November 17th. Laura Clifford has a question for Andre. She says, Andre, you think it's okay to beat women? What did you think of the hotel video? They are cooking in the fucking comments today. Any other lawsuit? They are still trying to service Aaron Hall. They've been trying to serve Aaron Hall papers forever. And they're saying that because the plaintiff's attorney, Tyrone Blackburn, failed to renew the motion within the 120 days granted from April 21st. So now they can't even serve him by publication, which would have been like a newspaper or something. Shit, Aaron Hall is dodging the shit out of this. He's dodging the shit out of this. Oh shit. He's dodging the shit out of this being served these papers. Serve them papers. All this court talk making me anxious to get my court shit out the way. Give me a fine and let me the fuck out of there today. Like they've been dragging this fucking case. This is why they got this far, because instead of just giving me the fine, they keep having all these court dates. It's all about money. Like I'm going to court today. I got an attorney, a good one, so I'm sure she's gonna handle it. But I'm gonna say, look, leave me give me a fine and get this shit over with. Tired of fucking Cleveland Heights court. Give me a fine and get out of my life. But I know one thing: Diddy about to get cooked. Diddy gonna get cooked worse than Diddy might get cooked worse than my boy Andre. Courts are all about money, man. Like, give me a fine and get out of my life. Don't go in court. I don't want to go in court today. And they talking about, okay, we got another court date for November. I don't want to come. Give me my fine. You already know. See, Tuck, no, Cleveland Heights. If you're not from the Cleveland area, Cleveland Heights, they courts and they police they do way too much. Cleveland Heights is the pettiest petty. They the only ones that will suspend your license if you forget if you don't cut the grass. If they give you a ticket for cutting grass and you don't pay it because you arguing, they will take your fucking license, man. So when does Little Rod's case pick up, y'all? I thought it was supposed to be like October. I thought it was supposed to be like this week. Can anybody let us know so I can make an announcement to everybody else when the Little Rod and Diddy, Little Rod and Diddy, okay, the 17th. Thank you. So according to Steph, the 17th, which is, hold on, today the 14th, Tuesday, Wednesday the 15th, Thursday the 16th. So Friday. So I guess you're saying Friday, Steph? Okay, so everybody's saying this Friday, y'all. Mark your calendars. This Friday, Lil Rod's case starts. And we won't be able to talk about it probably because it's gonna be late in the day Friday, but we'll talk about it Monday. But if it's anything that's kind of like anything that means anything, if it's a something that's important and something comes out of that case that's important, I will definitely report it to you guys. But also look at Angelina is deep. She says Andre is deep fried doodoo, and she's also been a member for 2 months. Shout out to Angelina for always holding us down here at the Flow Show. Definitely appreciate you so much. Appreciate everybody. Sorry today, those who didn't catch the beginning of the show. As I said before, I got court today, so I had to start the show early. You know, I didn't want to cut the show so short, and I don't want to miss no days unless it's a weekend or a holiday. So you know I was gonna make it happen. So I appreciate y'all that kept up with me. And shout out to Melissa for letting people know that we were early today. And so yeah, y'all, I got court today. Keep me in your prayers. I probably will. I will drop I'll try to drop like a flyer on YouTube and maybe something on my social media to let y'all know that I'm out of court. They didn't take me to jail. So court is at 9:30. You know, I got an attorney, so they might get me in and out of there, but who knows? With Cleveland Heights, they such assholes. Who knows? But when I do get out of court, I will figure out a way to message everybody or send a message letting everybody know I'm fine. If y'all don't hear from me by noon, then y'all need to call Cleveland Heights Courts. Cleveland Heights City Hall. If y'all don't see me post something, but let me see, it started at 9:30. Yeah, by noon. If y'all don't see me post nothing by noon, then I need y'all to call the Cleveland Heights Clerk of Court and tell them to let me out. But I'll be fine. I'm just letting y'all know if you don't see me or hear from me. What's up? What's up? Rachel says, Rachel's been a member for 2 months. Rachel says, love you, Flo. Love you too, Rachel. She said, good luck with court. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Like I said, I'm gonna try to post some type of message I'm gonna post a message at what is it about? Before noon. So before lunchtime, I'll post some type of message to let y'all know. If y'all don't hear from me or see me post on YouTube or Instagram, Facebook, or TikTok by noon, then that means they trying some bullshit. And like Lily said, y'all gonna have to come bust me out at dawn. Yeah, sending me good vibes. Thank you, Elise. Tara said, yeah, Flo, don't have my nerves going crazy. Thank you for all the good vibes, y'all. Rachel said we ride at dawn. Melissa said we ride at noon. Angie says, y'all chase away the crayon eaters. Y'all, let me get the fuck out of here. I got court today. But I feel better than Diddy is because it's 9:01. I got to be at court at 9:30. Let's get to our mouse in the chat. And we will be right back tomorrow. Same time, 8:30 a.m. We will have, since this is a short week, tomorrow will be for everybody. Since this is a short week. You know, when it's a short week, we go ahead and have our regular Wednesdays. So everybody, I will see everybody tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. Since this is a short week, I look forward to seeing everybody. Repeat, tomorrow episode on Apple, Spotify, and YouTube, Facebook, wherever you watch them. Tomorrow's episode is for everybody. I repeat, everybody is welcome tomorrow. This is a short week, so we gonna rock out together and spend some family time with everybody. C-Tuck said you're gonna beat the horn twice and shine lights just to run and hop in. I got you. C-Tuck said you're gonna bust me out. So much love to C-Tuck, my brother from another mother. Shout out to everybody in here. Let's get to our mouse in the chat. Wish me luck. I would definitely Wednesdays is usually members only, but when we have a short week, I do a regular Wednesday. So since I was off Monday for the holiday, we only got 4 days this week. All 4 days will be for everybody, and then next week we'll be back to Wednesday members only. So there's that. I'm out. Everybody, let's get our mouse in the chat so my ass can get up. Thank you. C-Tuck says I'm out. Have a safe and wonderful day. Good luck in court, Flo. Thank you so much. Good vibes, Island Girl. And as always, I love y'all. But shit, I'm out. Bye, Grandma Cat.